Okay, I am Ethan with NOVA Canine Academy, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to stop your dog from pulling in 10 minutes. It is very easy, and it can be done. We have Bucky here. Bucky is mostly golden retriever. He's got a little poodle in him, but he pulls like crazy. He chews on things, and there's just no engagement. And so, kind of to start off, we have his kibble. We're not going to be overfeeding him. We're not going to be giving him a piece of kibble every single time he does something. He's hooked up to a normal flat collar. And the idea is we want to build an engagement. We want Bucky to look at me and say, hey, right, I don't know where he's going to go. I have to pay attention to him. So he's on a flat collar, as I said, and there's no engagement here. He wants to go anywhere and everywhere but here. The whole idea is we're going to change directions. We're going to move around. We're also going to hook him up to a prong collar so he understands the rules of the game a little easier. It's not to hurt him. It's not to, inflict pain or be aversive. It's just for him to kind of understand leash pressure, and it helps him understand that a lot quicker. What we're going to do, Bucky, come here. Sucked up to a normal flat collar now. We'll start off. You have three things. The leash, you have the normal collar, and you have this little safety clip. You're going to hook the safety clip up to his normal flat collar and back onto the leash. We're going to hook the leash onto his prong collar. Make sure it's properly fitted. There we go. So he's going to try to pull, and there's going to be a lot more pressure on him, and it's going to feel a little more uncomfortable for him. We're not going to use this as just a permanent tool. If we just snap this on him and just didn't use it, just kind of did the same exact thing that we've always been doing, he is going to not really learn. It's just going to make his pulling a little bit less bad. It's going to make it a little more manageable for you. But we want him to learn, to pay attention. So what we're going to do is we're going to almost force his engagement through leash, pops, corrections, and changing directions, moving around, and building that engagement. So he says, right, you want him to think, essentially, oh man, I have no idea where he's going. He could go that way, he could go that way. And when I pay attention to him, I get paid. If I don't pay attention to him, it's going to feel uncomfortable. And he's going to quickly learn, okay, right, the best place for me to be is around him. Not to hurt him, not to inflict pain on him, but just to show him, right, hey, it's actually not a bad thing to be around me. So, right, good boy. Right, I gave him a little pop. He looked at me. Good boy. Using his normal kibble. Oh, he didn't even eat it. So, right, we're not even going to feed him kibble. Good. Right, I gave him a little leash pressure. He looked at me. I'm going to reward that. Good boy. Good. Continue rewarding. And he's going to learn every time he gets to the end of the leash, he gets a little pop. Good. Already doing better in 2 or 3 little leash pops, but we're going to do a lot better pretty soon. I'm going to stop. Good boy. He's stopping. We're going to slowly ease into it. We're not going to ask him to do a million things at once. We're not going to ask him to have a perfect heel when he doesn't know that. Come here, Bucky. He needs a little skittish. He needs a little confidence, and this is going to help him with his confidence because he's going to understand, oh, I communicate with him. I tell him to do something. I'm never going to ask him something unreasonable. Sit. Good boy. Good. And when he does something good, he gets paid. When he listens to me, he gets paid. I'm going to change directions. Oh, good boy. He was looking at me a little bit. The idea is we're going to catch him where he's not looking at me. And this is now a perfect time. I'm going to turn around and walk the other way. And he's going to be like, shoot. Oh, crap. Now he's walking that way. Good boy. He's already paying more attention. Look at this. It's crazy. And he's going to, right, we're going to turn around and walk the other way. He's going to, it's like, oh, shit. Okay, I'm with you. And he's going to run up. We're going to pay him. He's probably going to do it again. And he's like, oh, crap. Why did he change directions again? And then he'll start to understand, okay, if I don't pay attention to him, and he changes directions, I'm not with him. If I'm with him, I get paid for it. So, right, we'll try to catch him when he gets distracted. He's not paying attention. Wasn't a heavy leash pop. Good boy! Good! And we're going to make sure we praise him. Good! Right? I stopped to change directions, and he did too. And you're going to praise him every single time. Come on, Bucky, let's go. Good boy! Good! Good! Look at that tail, right? We're not hurting him. He loves this. Look at him now. He's already paying attention. That was 1. Guarantee you within the next 15-20 seconds, he's going to start getting distracted and look around like he's doing right now. We're going to do it again. He's like, oh, what the heck? He changed directions again? He's going to quickly understand, okay, I need to pay attention, right? Again, look, Bucky, good boy, sit, good sit, right? He is engaged, good heel. Once he starts to understand this, we'll introduce the heel command and we can tighten it up over time. But this is just to fix this leash walking, this leash pulling issue that he has. It's already fixed. I mean, we've probably been filming for what, 3-4 minutes? And watch, he's going to do it again. He's going to get distracted as he's doing. And we're going to do the same exact thing. See if we can catch him. And again, we are setting him up for, not for failure, but we're setting him up in a controlled environment. We can control it. So down the road, in an uncontrolled environment, he pays attention to you, right? I know this is going to happen, right? We're planning on it happening, and we're setting him up while we have total control of the situation. I stopped, he stops, never tightness on the leash. Good boy! Right, we're going to praise him for that. Reward. Dogs don't need constant treats. That good boy, when I say, Bucky, good boy, good boy. His tail wags, he's happy, he's engaged. This is exactly what we want. Did it again. Good, Bucky, good. Come on. Ready? We're going to make sure he's engaged. Good boy. And when he comes back in, even if we correct him, when he comes back in, we're still going to praise him and reward him. We'll let our camera get around. Now we're starting to head home, so he knows, and he might start pulling a little more. Good boy! Good, Buck! Good boy, Bucky! Good, right? He's engaged. I'm constantly praising him and rewarding him. He keeps looking back at me, right? It's okay if he looks around. When we started this, he was looking around like 98% anything else and 2% me. And now, it's like a 50-50, right? Good, Bucky, good boy. He stopped when I stopped, right? Obviously, we'll tighten this up over time, but his leash pulling is now completely gone. Once we do this for a little while, we can then move him back over to the flat collar, and he'll understand those leash pops. It's going to have to be a little heavier than what we used on the prong collar, but he'll understand those leash pops. The leash is never tight. It's only tight when he's getting corrections. Good boy, right? And then we'll start walking fast. See if we can do that. Still paying attention to me. This is just insane, right? It's not that hard. You just have to build the engagement, praise, reward. These corrections weren't anything crazy. He's doing it again. Good boy. The second he gets back, turn around and walk back. The second he gets back up to me, he gets praised and rewarded. Good boy. And we're continuing to build that engagement with him. Right? He started getting ahead just now. Come on, Bucky, let's go. Good boy. He started getting ahead. Bucky, sit. Good sit. Good boy. Good heel. Good heel. Good boy. He started getting distracted, got ahead. I'm going to turn around and walk the other way. And after this walk, I guarantee you put him on a flat collar, that same exact thing is going to work. And his owners, after training, are going to have to constantly be working on this engagement, making sure he's paying attention. Good boy. Let's go, Bucky. Good boy. Good. Look at the tail. Sit. Good sit. Heel. Good boy. Little loud noise over there. Right, he's a little skittish. He just needs a little confidence, but this is helping his confidence. Bucky, come on. Wonder if he's trying to hang out in the shade. That might be what he's doing. Come on, Bucky. Let's go. Good boy. Bucky, sit. Good sit. Heel. So, right, we just improved this leash walking so much. It's not a perfect heel, but he's not pulling, and he understands, right? We obviously haven't been hurting him. He is happy as can be. Let's see. Come on, Bucky. Let's go. Good, Bucky. Good boy. Good. And we're going to constantly praise him where we want him, doing the behavior that we want. And this is going to then transform into a really good heel and working on obedience down the road. So we have just transformed this dog in how many minutes? 10 minutes into walking with me. I stop. He stops. Good boy. Right? He's engaged. There's no tension on the leash. This is exactly what we want. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow along for more videos like this, and leave a comment if you found this helpful. Thanks for tuning in.